The philosophical journey of Super Mario and Nintendo, a story of second chances and identity. In the vast universe of video games, few characters are as iconic as Super Mario have become symbols of adventure, resilience, and nostalgia. But what if I told you that the name Mario is not just a creative invention of Nintendo, but a tribute to a real-life businessman whose actions shaped the destiny of the company? What if Mario wasn't even the name we knew him by? Can one simple act of kindness really change the course of history? In the early 1980s, Nintendo was struggling to gain a foothold in the US market. They had developed a new arcade game, Donkey Kong, which featured a character originally called Jumpman. However, during a particularly contentious rent negotiation with their landlord, Mario Segale, Nintendo was facing financial difficulties and could not pay their rent on time. In many cases, landlords would have immediately evicted a tenant in default, seeing the non-payment as a breach of contract. But Segale chose another path, one of patience, understanding, and trust. Instead of shutting Nintendo down, he gave them a second chance to gather the necessary funds. This act of kindness and generosity allowed Nintendo to survive, thrive, and ultimately revolutionize the gaming industry. As a tribute to Mario Segale's generosity, Nintendo decided to rename their character from Jumpman to Mario. Psychologically, Mario represents resilience. His character is constantly faced with enormous challenges, saving Princess Peach, defeating Bowser, and navigating through treacherous worlds. Yet Mario never gives up. His persistence in the face of adversity is a quality that resonates deeply with gamers, reflecting the human tendency to keep pushing forward despite repeated setbacks. Mario's repeated victories following each loss mirror the human experience, suggesting that failure is not a permanent defeat, but a chance to learn, grow, and ultimately succeed. The theme of second chances is also reflected in Mario's journey. In the early games, Mario was often given multiple lives, a gameplay mechanic that became symbolic of redemption. Each failure didn't end the adventure, it simply allowed for another opportunity to try again. This philosophy of trying, failing, and trying again mirrors the human experience of growth. Mario's journey is a reminder that we all have the potential to reinvent ourselves, to rise above our failures, and to continue the pursuit of our goals. Sociologically, Mario and Nintendo played a major role in shaping the identity of modern gaming culture. Before Super Mario, video games were seen as a niche entertainment medium, primarily for children. However, Mario and the success of Nintendo's games helped transform the gaming industry into a mainstream cultural force, appealing to people of all ages. The game's universal appeal helped redefine what video games could be, turning them into an experience that transcended age, gender, and background. Philosophically, Mario's journey can be seen as a metaphor for the human quest for self-discovery. Just as Mario ventures through new worlds, overcoming obstacles, and discovering new aspects of himself, we too navigate through life, learning more about who we are with every challenge we face. His perseverance, loyalty, and courage are not just traits that define him as a character, they are values that reflect the ideals we hold dear in our own lives. Nintendo's ability to adapt to failure and transform into a resilient, innovative company is also deeply philosophical. After the 1983 video game crash, many companies could have folded, but Nintendo didn't. Instead, they reinvented themselves. Mario's continual journey of overcoming obstacles symbolizes Nintendo's own transformation, a transformation driven by the willingness to embrace second chances, adapt, and learn from mistakes. Mario, in many ways, became a living symbol of that very process. From an economic standpoint, Mario's creation and Nintendo's rise marked a pivotal shift in the business of video games. Nintendo's ability to combine hardware and software in a cohesive experience created a new business model, one that focused not just on selling games, but on selling entire worlds and experiences. Mario, as the face of Nintendo, became an economic powerhouse. His character was not just a game icon, but a branding tool that helped Nintendo build a multimedia empire. Today, Mario's legacy extends beyond video games, influencing movies, merchandise, theme parks, and more. Super Mario's journey is not only a story about video games, it's about resilience, second chances, and the continuous search for meaning and identity. Mario's world, with all its twists and turns, reflects the human experience, where failure is a part of the process and persistence is the key to success. Nintendo, through Mario, teaches us that no matter how many times we fall, there is always the opportunity to rise again and continue the journey. What do you think about Mario's journey? How do you see the themes of second chances and identity reflected in the game? How has Mario's story impacted you personally? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're not subscribing to the Usafi channel, you're probably never going to see us again. But if you are, then congratulations, you're growing every day.